Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video, and in today's video I'll be playing Pantheon in the Baron Lane. This is a video requested by a Patreon supporter, J-Bone. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon, and you made the Pantheon video possible, so if you guys are happy, you should be thanking him. If you want to be supporting me on Patreon too, then you can find a link in the description to it. There's a lot of benefits. I offer coaching, and in the higher tiers you can even, ask me a champion to play and I'll do it. But okay, there's timestamps in the description to skip to the gameplay immediately. Today is a really good game for me to really teach you how to play Pantheon. I'll explain later why that is, but now we're gonna explain the build. So basically, I pretty much always go for this build. Like, before starting the video, I was like thinking, is there any situation where I don't go for this build? And really there isn't. So let me explain. First you start with a Black Cleaver, especially now. They buffed the Black Cleaver. Instead of 35 attack damage, it now gives 40, which makes it an even better item on Pantheon. So you start with this one. And the simple reason a Black Cleaver is amazing on Pantheon is because of the empowered second ability. Also, your third ability deals constant ticks of physical damage. It's all gonna shred the enemy's armor, right? So Pantheon can very easily shred the armor of the enemy. That makes this the perfect item for him. So you always start with a Black Cleaver, and then the boots that you go for, it depends. I really like plated steel caps, and the simple reason is because very often you're against an attack damage matchup in your lane, and this is really gonna allow you to like really win those 1v1s, right? And Pantheon is all about like winning your lane, but in today's video I'll show you guys more about it. But that's really his power. Like, he's really good at 1v1s, and this is really going to contribute towards that 1v1 power. If the enemies have a lot of stuns, however, you can go for the Mercury threats, and if you just want to catch out enemies as often as you can, you could go for the Ionian Boots of Lucidity. But the thing is, you already have 25 ability Ace from this, so meh. But yeah, as I said, plated steel caps is generally what you want to be going for. Now, second item, boom, you go for the Blade of Rune King. Again, a perfect item for Pantheon with the empowered second ability, because your second ability gives you empowered attacks, 3 empowered attacks. Every one of these attacks is going to trigger the passive of the Blade of the Rune King, guys. This is very powerful, and it's going to do a lot of damage, especially to tanks. Also, your basic attacks are going to hurt a lot, like your basic attacks are going to really hurt a lot. Third item, Stark's Gauge. This one is really just to, like, here you've already kind of reached the mid game. This is just like if you engage with your ultimate, you stun an enemy, you use your abilities, it's gonna give you a lot of survivability, right? Like, it's gonna give you a lot of survivability because you get that shield. By the way, guys, before continuing talking about the build, no, I'm gonna say that during the gameplay. Never mind. Yeah. Perfect item for Pantheon. And then fourth item, it's situational. Does the enemy have a lot of burst? You go for the Death Stance. Otherwise, you go for the Guardian Angel. There's really no other item that you should go for, except for Thornmail, perhaps. If the enemy has a lot of healing and your team doesn't have any anti-healing, you can get a Bramblefest quite early on. Like, you could even get it right after your Black Cleaver and just keep it at a Bramblefest, and then as your very last item, finish it up to a Thornmail. But yeah, generally, Guardian Angel and Death Dance. And then for your enchantments, the one that I love the most is Protobelt, because it allows you to really catch out enemies. Like, it's gonna get you in range of the enemies. You could also go for Stasis if you're... Well, actually, I don't recommend Stasis because you already have your third ability to block damage, like Fizz ult, when Zed uses his ult, stuff like that. You can already block it, or Garen's ultimate. You can block all of that with your third ability. So that's why Protobelt is a more aggressive and often a better option for Pantheon. You can teleport? No, because you have your ultimate, by the way. You don't want to go for teleport. So yeah, basically just go for the Protobelt. Okay, for the runes, Conqueror, it's very easy to stack up, with your third ability, second ability, it's really easy to stack up. Second rune, I really like Brutal. The thing is though, I used to go for Champion, but just, like, after they nerfed Champion from 10% to 8% damage, I really, like, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Brutal is going to make you very strong in the early game, and it's going to give you a reliable bonus attack damage throughout the entire game, and that 2% armor penetration. It's not the most amazing thing, but it's just like safe. It's not as good as Champion in the early game, of course, but it's just a safe rune. It's always going to be good. Third rune, it's situational, but Adaptive Carapace is really, like, when you go for this one, you should really never die in a 1v1 matchup early game. The only way that you should die is if you get ganked, but if you have an Adaptive Carapace and Brutal and you're playing Pantheon, you should never die in the early game in a 1v1 situation. You can also go for Hunter Titan if the enemy has some sort of a CC and you don't want to get Mercury threats. Hunter Titan is then a really good option to go for in the late game. Like, if the enemy has an Ahri, obviously the Ahri is going to charm you every time you use your ultimate. So Hunter Titan is going to reduce that duration by 20%, which is very good if you kill all of the enemies, of course. Last rune, Sweet Tooth, because Sweet Tooth is broken. And now for your spells, you go for Flash and Ignite. Always go for Ignite, nothing else, because this allows you to finish off an enemy. Alright, enough about the build, let's now get into gameplay. Alright, on to the gameplay. As you can see, this is a pretty high elo match. And by the way, before we look at the gameplay, I want to show you guys something real quick. I made a funny post with my bird on Instagram. And, oops, it's not working. If you want to check it out, I'll put a link to it in the description. It's really cute. It's a video. So, you know, I'll put a link to it in the description to my Instagram, to that post. I literally posted it like 5 minutes ago. So if you guys want to check it out, you know, you can check it out. If you don't, then you don't. So now let's talk about Pantheon. As I said, Pantheon wins every single matchup. You don't lose any matchup with Pantheon. And it's honestly very simple to play. Like, especially against Camille. I am gonna ask you guys to test your knowledge right now. This one is not gonna be the easiest, okay? When Camille uses her second ability, how can you absolutely counter it as a Pantheon? I mean, you saw there, I dodged it, but there is a thing about Pantheon that can pretty much always allow you to dodge Camille's second ability. Pause the video right now. Pause it right now and put it in the comments. What is that thing that allows you to always dodge it? I'm gonna show it right here, so you should pause it. I think I'm gonna show it. Let's see. No, I'm not. I completely failed it. But let me explain what it is. So when Camille uses her second ability, you as a Pantheon use your second ability as well to dive on the Camille. Because what's gonna happen is, you know, you're gonna dodge that outer half. You're gonna dodge that. I didn't dodge it again, but you're gonna dodge that outer half when you have your second ability available. And what's gonna happen is she's not gonna heal you, she's not gonna heal up, she's not gonna slow you, and you're gonna take away most of the damage, right? So it's actually a very important thing to do against the Camille when you're playing Pantheon, to dodge her second ability. I didn't do it again. Why? You can clearly see that it's costing me a lot because I'm not dodging it. But if you actually play a little better than I'm doing right now, you can just dodge it. It's actually not that hard. That's the funniest thing. Like, all you have to do is just keep your focus on the Camille, and then when she uses it, just like that. Did you see that? Just like that. Unfortunately, I am getting ganked though. Ah, that sucks. But there I did actually dodge it. So if I had done that a little more often in the lane, Lee Sin would not have killed me right there, or at least I would have killed him under the turret. Are you guys seeing how, like, even the smallest little things can cause you to die? Like, I basically died early game right there because I didn't dodge Camille's second ability with my second ability. So even though you may think it's not important, like you may think, man, it's just, you know, dodging one ability, you can clearly see that I died because I didn't do it. I died because I didn't do it. And this is also why I'm showing you guys this video. Even though I got ganked, I could have survived. I could have survived if I had just played the lane a little better earlier by dodging Camille's second ability with my second ability, guys. I really, like, when you play, I really want you guys to pay attention to these little things. Because they're so important. They're like so important, even though they may seem to be little things. If you dodge it once and then twice and then 3 times, in the longer term, you know, you're gonna outdamage her, or you're gonna be at a way higher HP, not making you as vulnerable to ganks as I was right there, because I was low because I constantly got hit. By the way, guys, there it is. I dodged it again. See that? Do you guys see how much it matters? Like right now, I took 15% of her HP and I am still full HP. Look. Look at this. Now I'm winning. I'm winning my lane because I touched it. Boom and boom. See that? And now I didn't dodge it. You can see that she's trading with me pretty well. So you can see, we can really see the importance of doing these little micro things in your lane. I got ganked again. Oh well. By the way, guys, if you really want to support the channel, make sure you give it a like and put down a comment. You know, as I always say, just smash your head on the keyboard. It just really helps the channel, so do it if you want to. And if you don't want to, it doesn't matter. Here, I was like, I thought that the Camille was waiting in the bush. I thought that she was, but she wasn't. So, okay, what I'm about to do here is something that is a bit controversial, but I keep teaching you guys this. So, if you're behind as a Baron laner, which I am right now, I like, this is a solo queue game, right? I want to carry the game. I'm not going to help my team at the dragon. What I'm going to do instead, I see the Camille right there. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to push the entire wave under her turret. And I'm going to try to push the turret. I don't care about the dragon. Like, sure, they take the dragon, but if I don't get myself ahead, he says top gap, by the way. These people make me so mad, honestly. Top gap, top gap. So let me explain why I got mad at him. Yeah, this is why I got mad at him for saying top gap. I got ganked twice, and look, I'm not saying I played it well, because even though I did screw up my lane, I'm not gonna tell you guys that I didn't screw up my lane by not dodging her second abilities. It's not my fault. It's not 100% my fault. And what I did right here was the absolute perfect call that I should have done. I pushed a lane, made Camille lose a lot of farm, and I'm taking the Rift Herald with my Olaf. Like, I actually came back into this game. I came back from a 0-2 situation. Like, if you look at the leaderboards now, I think I have the same gold as the Camille right now. I hope that I check it out. Oh, that was really fast. That was fast again. I couldn't even read. But yeah, I have similar gold to Camille. By the way, I want to say something real quick about Patreon. I had a little issue with Patreon because when you subscribe to Patreon, you get charged up front, and then also you get charged the first of each month. So if you want to subscribe on Patreon, I really recommend you to do it at the beginnings of the month. So, you know, like right now would be a good time because it's the 4th of November. I really recommend you to check it out. It's like, you know, there is some stuff over there. It's better than subscribing at the end of the month, because I had some people that subscribed at the 29th and then they were charged again the 1st. I did a really mad email to Patreon, by the way. So, oh, that was a nice kill. So yeah, I recommend you guys, if you want to support on Patreon, if you want to get coaching or you know, want to see champions and tell me about it, you should subscribe like now or in a few days and not at the end of the month. I didn't know about this either up until a few days ago, so it sucks, but it is what it is, yeah. Alright. So, there is such a huge power with Pantheon. Look at this, like Camille is 3-0. She just got a turret. I am 1-3, but yet I'm only behind 600 gold. I'm only behind 600 gold. Of course, it's still a lot. But considering the situation, like I died 3 times and she's 3-0 and we both traded turrets, I'm doing okay, right? I guess I'm doing okay. And the simple reason that I'm not super behind is because I was prioritizing farming for myself instead of helping my team when I was super behind. And sometimes you just have to do that, guys. It's not like you constantly have to help your team. No, not constantly. Of course, it's good to help your team. Like, look, right now I have my ult. Of course, I'm going to help my team. This is a really good moment to help. I see the Lucian. Oh. We need to dive this, by the way. But the Alistar needs to tank. There it is. That's a free kill right there. Boom. There it is. Here I was like... is that my bird again? 1 second, guys. Just give me a second. Okay, never mind. My sister's taking care of the bird. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know what happened. But yeah, look at the gold count. Like I have the second most gold while seemingly I'm doing bad in this game. And the reason that I'm showing you guys this game, regardless of it being a loss or a win, is just because you can, like, I really want to teach you guys also how to play from a losing lane, and especially with a champion like Pantheon, because we all know Pantheon is incredibly powerful in the early game, but not that much in the late game, guys. So you can see, like, right now what I do have to do is I do have to look for catches, because this is what Pantheon is good at. And as I said, it was fine to push the dragon for me that early on in the game. But now I do kinda wanna try to get some kills at least. Because Pantheon is just so good at getting those pick-off kills. My whole team died, by the way, which kinda sucks. Infernal Dragon as well. Like, we really can't contest this, to be honest. But there is a Lee Sin right there. And that's where my eyes are on right now. Like, I really wanna get that kill, right? You have to set your priorities straight when you're playing Pantheon. You're really good at single target... you know, catching out single targets, but you're not as good as like full team fights or just trying to kill an enemy in a 1v3 situation, something like that. You're not Darius, right? You're just a Pantheon. So here you can just see me waiting in the bush for the perfect target to go on. There is an Orianna, that's a good target, but unfortunately I wasn't able to reach her. But this has to be your mindset when you're playing Pantheon. Right now, what should I do? I go back and I use my ultimate to re-engage, because I'm at half HP. So I just go back, get some items, and then I re-engage with my ultimate. This is perfect, right? Like, enemies are not seeing me. They're like, we can fight, sure. What do? I use my ultimate and I help my team. Let's take a look at this. Of course, I need to kill this Lucian. Boom, there it is. Unfortunately, our jungler is not at the dragon, so the Lee Sin did get the dragon. Come on, come on. He has a Yuma's Ghost Blade, but I still caught him. Boom, 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 boom. No. He has the Yuma's Ghost Blade. Look at how fast he is. I was waiting. I can't catch him. That's the problem of Yuma's Ghost Blade. You just can't catch an enemy with that. I'm not dealing a whole lot of damage to this blue buff, by the way, but I'm still trying to go for it. I'm just doing this because I have a proto belt, so I can actually run away. I should be able to run away. Oh, there's a Lucian. Boom, and... Oh, yeah, of course I have my shield as well, right? He overextended, guys. There it is. Very, very nice. There is a thing that's super underrated about Pantheon, which is the third ability. Like, I haven't really seen that many people really effectively using the third ability, because this ability is such a disgusting ability. Because let's say the enemy is like doing an all-in on you, trying to kill you. Why are they pinging me, by the way? So annoying. Like, well, what do you mean, retreat? We can get a free turret. Oh! By the way, look. When you use an empowered shield, by the way, when you use your shield empowered, after your shield you'll get like 60% bonus movement speed for like 1.5 seconds or something. This can be good if you want to run away. This is like a really good tool to run away, because if an enemy has caught you out and you use the empowered third ability, first of all, you're not going to take any damage from that from that direction. Yeah, from the direction. And then secondly, after you use the shield, you get a lot of bonus movement speed, which really allows you to run away quite easily. So, as I said, very underrated ability. You should not only use this empowered abilities offensively, it's also quite good defensively. You know, the third ability to run away. Now keep that in mind. Trying to catch him out right there. Come on. Oh, there's an Orianna. Look, shield, and I don't take any damage, and I get bonus movement speed, but I still died. Oh my god. Yeah. It, of course, doesn't do anything against CC. The Orianna had a beautiful ultimate right there who just caught me out. Like, I got way too greedy there. You know what I was thinking there? I was thinking I'll be able to run anyways with the third ability, but Orianna's ultimate was like, nah, you ain't gonna run away. I got you. I have ult. Yeah, I'm telling them I have ult. This buff to Pantheon is actually so powerful, you know, the ultimate cooldown buff. Because you literally pretty much have your ultimate always. The cooldown is so low. So here I'm just gonna run towards them and I'm ready to join the fight with my ult. It's such a powerful ability, guys. It's really good. Yeah. Potentially looking for something, and I'm going for it, guys. I'm going for it. Of course he uses his flash. This is fine. Like, look, see that? I had to use my proto belt, but I burned Lucian's flash, which is totally worth it for us, of course. Like, proto belt is on a 60-second cooldown and flash is on a, what? On a 2.5 minute cooldown, or 3 minute cooldown. Wait, what is it? No, it's 2.5, sorry, it's 150 seconds. So it's obviously worth to trade off my proto belt. We should be a little careful. We should just apply pressure. Like, we have the Rift Herald in the top lane. Our Vayne is in the Baron lane, in the bot lane. Oh, look at this. Bonus movement speed plus the flash. Can easily run away. I flashed away there because the Orianna yet again had a really good ultimate, so I had to flash out. But you can see how much movement speed you get from the empowered third ability. Yeah, I need to run here. I don't have my ult, so you know, it just sucks. I just have to go back. The dragon is spawning. We have a Rift Herald in the top side map. We should engage in this. We should go for it. I almost have my ultimate as well, but we're not going for it. Where's my Olaf? Olaf is not interested in dragons, apparently. Yeah, he's not interested in dragons. That sucks. We already gave them I think we gave them 3 dragons already. That's not good. I don't know why they're trying to surrender though. We have a Ziggs and we have a Vayne. And then we have Pantheon to catch out an enemy just like this. And then an Alistar to follow that up as well. We do have a good composition. Like we do have a pretty good composition. Although Camille is going to be quite problematic because Camille is such an annoying champion in the late game. It's really, really powerful as well. See? Trying to catch an enemy. I'm just trying to go for an enemy. The Galio is coming right here, so I'm going to go on him. Boom, boom. Like, look, I'm stunning the Galio in the middle of my team. That's gonna make it provide even more value, you know, than a normal stun. Because my whole team can damage that enemy. And the stun is like, I'm not gonna take the heal. Simple reason that I'm not taking the heal is because I'm gonna go back. And then I'm gonna use my ultimate, guys. You know, as I said with Pantheon, you have your ultimate, use it. Use that ultimate. Oh god, he killed the Alistar. I have my stun. Boom. Wow, that Lee Sin ultimate was so good. Boom! That dealt 0 damage. Oh my god. We need to help him. Come on. Oh man, look, that Camille is a problem. You can clearly see that the Camille is a pretty big problem for us right now. She's 2 levels ahead of me. Boom, boom. Come on, die. She's not gonna die. Yeah, I'm so behind in this game. Like, I really screwed up this game, you know, besides the fact that my jungler hasn't ganked my lane a single time. As I said, like, it's these little things that are gonna snowball into a 2-level lead to the Camille. Like, it's all because of that early game where I didn't dodge those abilities. It's so important. Like, every single thing that you do has to, well, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you have to try to make it perfect. You know, that's what your mentality has to be. It's not like, it's early game anyways, I'm gonna come back anyways. No, you're not. And even if you're gonna come back, it would have been even better if you would have done your lane a little better, right? Like, it's these tiny little micro outplays that can be super important, that can snowball into a massive lead, guys. Now I got my Strux Cage, however, and we're in a good situation right now. 4 of my teammates are near the Baron. I have 3 items and I have my ultimate ready. So in case they go for a fight, Camille in the bot lane, by the way. They do go for a fight, a teleport and Galio ult, but I am coming as well. Boom, there it is. I'm helping my team in the backline, not getting killed by the Camille. You know, I'm doing my job as a Pantheon. Boom, look at that, another kill, boom. Go for it. Boom, another kill. Oh, we can get the Baron now. But chat, Hells. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Boom. Boom and boom, baby. Oh, where's my quadra kill? What the hell? That was a quadra kill, are you kidding me? Why did I not get a quadra kill? Dude, the game actually scammed me. Now I can't put quadra kill in the title. Unbelievable. What a it's fine, guys. So, yeah, that was the Pantheon video. As you saw, you know, sometimes you have to play the game a little more safe. And then throughout the mid and late game, you play your champion to its powers. And you can still do fine. Even though I didn't hard carry this game, I still did my job while having a really, really rough lane, right? So, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And let's take a look at how much damage I did anyways, even though this was not the best game. Oh, actually second most damage somehow. How the hell did I do more damage than our ADC? But okay, it's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I said, you know, check out the Instagram. It's a really cute post. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.